call this meeting to order. Monday, October 3rd, 2016, Historic Preservation Commission meeting. Let's go ahead and jump to approval of minutes from July 11th, 2016.
I'll make a motion they be approved as written.
I'll second.
Motion and second to approve as written. All in favor, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next, we'll hear public comments. I believe we have one person signed up. Yep. And he's joining us at the podium now.
Do I need to state my name?
Yes.
Jason Smedley, 1407 West Washington. I am inquiring if there are any current guidelines on digital touchscreen signage at the street level. And if there are, if we can open up a discussion the next meeting for that. And that's my comment.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Smedley. Staff will get him a rundown of current ordinances for historic preservation guidelines, but if the commission so chooses, we can also have a discussion on that at the next meeting. So we'll wait to hear that during the item number 7, commission comments.
I'd like to put on the agenda for next round. I think it'd be interesting to see what Mr. Smedley has to propose.
Okay. All right. Is there anyone else needing to sign up for public comments? Seeing none, let's move on to item number 4, discussion and possible action on application number 2016-2011-3876 regarding a request to install signage at property located at 204 East Oklahoma Avenue. The applicant is here, and ma'am, if you'll just join us at the podium. You see in your packets, this is for 204 East Oklahoma Avenue. The vinyl signage is already installed, and I actually saw the completion of the wood signage above the awning, but still coming back for the proper approval and process. So if you'll identify yourself.
Okay, I'm Kaylin Swanger. My husband Timothy and I are the owners, and as of Saturday, the operators of the boarding house, game lounge, and snack bar.
All right. Any questions for Ms. Swanger?
Were you just not aware that you needed to have approval before you did this?
Yes, ma'am. We found the application, I believe from Cody, in our mailbox like the day after we had had the vinyl work done.
Okay.
Yeah.
It seems odd, considering the numbers of people around there and the previous owner of the building, that this information isn't getting out. And I'm not saying it as a remark against you all. I think we just have some real communication issues concerning.
Yes, I do apologize. In hindsight, it was like, well, duh, we should have checked on that.
Well, and I probably would have done the same thing. So that's why I'm saying it's not, anything against you. I just think we need to figure out if there's any way we can make it better for new building owners.
I think we've talked about this before. We somehow need to get the Red Book materials to the title company. It needs to somehow be dispersed once the building is sold. Because I don't think that building sellers necessarily, they may or may not have a copy, but may not know of the...
The title company, every title company in Logan County has one.
Okay.
We did distribute those. That was something that was done, I believe, late last year. So it's still
Is it an electronic format, or is it just a physical
Hard copy.
copy? Do we have it in an electronic format that they could just enclose it in their closing paperwork?
we can check on that.
It's an excellent idea. On the really plus side, I appreciate you filling in the wooden signage above the door. It looks
Are you
so
the-
much better.
Thank you.
Are you guys the building owner or just leasing the property?
Just leasing.
Okay.
And that is another issue that we run into. If the building owners don't know it, they can't pass it on to,
And we also work with a property management company, so
Sure.
there's an extra like
an
removable.
extra layer in there. Okay, thank you for the info.
I think it looks fine. I make a motion, we approve it.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve. All in favor, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Hearing none.
Abstain.
Abstain?
Good luck.
Thank you.
Motion
How was your
carried.
opening weekend, by the way? Did it go well?
Oh my gosh. We had people waiting at the door at 2:30 and study up until 11:30 at night. I
Good to
was
hear.
blown away.
Very good.
Good to hear.
Good.
Congratulations. Welcome to Guthrie. Moving on to item number 5, discussion and possible action on application 2016-2011-3852 regarding a request to make facade changes at property located at 114 South Division Street. Later on in your packet, you will see this is the property most commonly known as the White Rock. Several different changes are listed in your commission report, and the applicant is here as well.
Hi, I'm Marvin Lewis. I've purchased the White Rock. I've tried to put together as best I could an idea what we were planning on doing with that place. I think it was, I don't know if you have questions on that or.
Do you have actual paint chip samples, or I know the copies, it was scanned, and sometimes those come through a
Yeah,
little different?
we tried to keep it, it's not as gleaming white as it is, but it's as close to white that matched the colors of the historical samples that we were given. I don't know if I can.
Yep.
It's pretty much, it's not quite as, this white paper being white. It's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But it's pretty close. I don't know if everybody wants to see that or not. This being the,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. it's-
Okay.
We thought about changing it. We thought everybody'd just be screaming.
Call it the White Rock.
So that's the entire building's going to be repainted in that color, exactly the same areas that are painted now. So we're not going to do any striping or anything. It'll look exactly like it does right now.
And what color was the prancing pony again?
Yeah, I know, right?
That's like saying autumn mist,
That's,
you know, I don't know what it is.
again, these are.
That's the window.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No, I
it's
see.
kind of a,
Okay,
just a dark, I don't know if
Yeah.
anybody wants to.
Kind of a light chocolate.
Trim kind of color.
okay,
So right now, it's all, the entire trim and everything is this white whole thing.
Okay.
So it'll be,
Just some accent.
yeah, so, and I think the windows that we're using, I think I know they are, the windows that we're using are the same, exact same brand and everything, just a different color as the windows that Mike and Betty Freeze used on the depot. If that helps you kind of see what windows we're using. So, they're iron, where they won't need paint and get looking badly after several years.
Okay. Any questions or comments for Mr. Lewis?
Do you have
You
any,
want to close that alley door?
Pardon me?
You're going to close up that alley door?
The alley door, yes, it's been blocked off. We pour everything down on the inside, and it hadn't been used in years. And I think Mr. Hinkie came and looked at it, and obviously we got 2 doors for that smaller space, so we've got plenty of egress in and out of that. So we're just gonna brick it up. When we do the stucco, we're gonna redo that. You won't even know there'd been a door there, because it'll all be blended together. Same with that bathroom window. If you notice in there, it's got a full-size window in it now. I was gonna make it basically a half window. I was gonna brick that lower half up, stucco, and blend it so it looks like it has been that way forever, so.
do you know what year the building was built, by chance?
In the 40s,
Okay.
somewhere in
And was
there.
it originally stucco exterior, or do you know if that was,
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
but it's
I've
stucco
been
now?
here since 1961, and it's been that way ever since.
Yeah.
since you've been around?
And I've asked people that question, and that's the only thing they've ever known
Well,
it to look
and I
like.
understand, sometimes it's hard to get history on
Yeah.
the not-so-well-known buildings.
We don't even know why it was built, kind of a funky shape. They think maybe it was a storage building for that gas station some years ago, is what somebody said, so.
And your door preference is the one on the left?
I would, I do like that one. It's just, it looks like wood, but it's not. What am I thinking of? It's
Vinyl.
it's like a carbon vinyl type of deal, so it's not gonna warp and look bad over the years, even though it will look like wood.
Does it have like a pressed wood grain in
Yeah,
it?
it does. In fact, I couldn't tell the difference until I tapped my fingers on it, that it wasn't wood, but it looks like wood any other way. And it'll be stained to match as close as we can match part of those windows, maybe a little bit darker, so.
And For the commission's information, I got a phone call from Councilman Wood, who of course is an ex officio on this board. Couldn't make it to tonight's meeting. Happy birthday to his wife while I'm thinking of it. But he also said that his preference was the door on the left.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, just because it's got more windows and, you know, just looks a little better.
It looks more inviting.
I think so.
Councilman Wood expressed no concerns with this.
I think it looks like an excellent plan.
Thank you.
I'd move for approval.
Thank you so much.
I'll second.
Commissioner Powell, was that you that seconded?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We have motion and second to approve application 2016-2011 3852 for 114 South Division Street. All approved, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Hearing none, motion carried.
Thank you so much. I do have a question that I didn't add in my application, and I can do the paperwork for this later, but the front of the building, the concrete area in the front is sloped like a driveway. There's no curb there. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it that detailed or not. But
Right.
people have a habit of kind of pulling, when they park there, they kind of get up close to the, you know what I'm saying? And I thought about hammering, taking that up. Plus, it's kind of broken up concrete there. Not real bad, but it could use to replace. Is that a separate thing for a city council, or is this a historical thing?
You just go through GPW, don't you?
Yeah, you would actually just get a permit through planning office.
Is that though not going to be addressed in our, when we're going to redo those intersections? So that's already
You're right.
really kind of pointless.
Well, I was gonna, and that's what I was gonna check
It's-
on. Is that already gonna be done? Because a guy that was working next to Jan Goodyear's place, they were fixing some problem there, had said, because I'd asked him about that, and he said they probably were gonna come through, and he didn't say no when.
Yep. We were having a discussion regarding the downtown improvement program tomorrow night at our city council workshop, starting at 6 o'clock upstairs of City Hall.
Is that,
And we're going to start moving forward with kind of the plans, talking with property owners that might be impacted, those kinds of things. So
should I attend that on that issue, or is that?
you're more than welcome to come, but we will be contacting property owners that will be affected down the road as well.
Okay, so probably not tomorrow's the time to probably show up for that. So, sorry about that.
I don't want to dissuade you one way or the other. so.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thanks so much. I appreciate your time.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. Item number 6 is staff comments. As I just mentioned, we are going to be having a discussion regarding the downtown improvement TAP grant that we received. We were originally awarded $678,000 through the ODOT Transportation Alternatives Program, and then ODOT officials have actually stated that, you know, that's more likely around $700,000 number in total. So we're very excited to get to work on that project. More discussion will be had over the next coming months. And then staff also completed interviews for the downtown walking tour RFP last week. We've made our recommendation to the state officials, and we should be hearing back whether to move forward with the contract sometime this week. So we're very excited for both of those projects and looking forward to both of those getting underway here soon. Item number 7, commission comments.
I know I was late. Did we have any discussion in regards to the gazebo?
We did not.
I talked to Kim, and I was hoping that it would be on the agenda when I talked to her last week, but obviously it didn't make it. I understand. Can we discuss that? Can we talk about?
We can't have an open discussion in this meeting, but we can put it on for a discussion item in the next meeting.
Okay, well, under commission comments, can I just, rather than have a discussion, make a statement?
Yes.
That if we want to talk about what the gazebo is going to look like as far as allowing or not allowing chamber signage that's of benefit to our community, that is essentially the same type of vinyl signage that we allow the Pollard to put up on the building where it looks like a billboard, and where we also have downtown businesses that aren't following signage ordinances by a long shot, that this is something that we consider just either approving or allowing. I understand that there's some questions on whether or not that should be there, but I think it's for the betterment of the community, is my opinion. So I guess.
And for anyone watching, listening, this was brought to the board back in June, and it was kind of decided that it was a non-issue at that point. So, but I'll look to hear from more commissioners if we want to have a full-blown discussion, but.
I
that
think
was
we
a
need
great-
to, because I got the impression that it was more of a temporary thing and that they might be changing out as the seasons went past and different functions, but I haven't seen any change.
Okay. let's
And we're
go
not
ahead and-
conversing about it,
No.
but just
Let's go ahead.
multiple people making multiple statements.
Yes.
Thank you.
They are changing out monthly with their calendars, because it becomes their calendars, like, they have one for
Let's
each
plan on
month.
let's
A
plan on a
discussion.
discussion item next month.
Sounds good.
Any other?
So can we also discuss that it, I mean, currently be allowed until we make a decision or until a decision is made?
Sure.
Welcome to our new member, Mr. Bilodeau. Any comments?
Welcome.
Thanks.
Any comments? All right, it sounds like we're ready to go. We are adjourned. Thank you all.
Thank you.